Let me say something that might annoy a few people. Subscribers don't matter. Views don't really matter either. Even click-through rate, the thing that people obsess over, isn't the real game anymore. Retention is. If people don't stay, you don't grow. And in 2026, the YouTube system has become ruthlessly good at detecting one thing. Did the video hold attention, or did it not? That's it. Everything else is secondary. And if you don't understand why retention is the key to YouTube's success, not just intellectually but structurally, you'll keep uploading into the void wondering what's going wrong. So in this video, I'm going to show you why retention drives everything, why most creators misunderstand it, and how to design your videos so people actually stay. And the last part is the one that changes everything. So let's start here. The lie that most creators believe most people think YouTube growth works like this. Number 1, get clicks. Number 2, get views. Number 3, grow. That was closer to true years and years ago, but it isn't now. Now it works like this. Number 1, get clicks. Number 2, earn watch time. Number 3, prove satisfaction. And then number 4, get distribution. If someone clicks and leaves 20 seconds later, that click is almost worthless. Actually worse than worthless. It signals disappointment, and YouTube doesn't reward disappointment. It rewards engagement depth, which brings us to retention. Retention is proof that your video delivered on its promise. It's the difference between curiosity and commitment. Clicks are curiosity, retention is commitment, and commitment is what the algorithm trusts. Here's something that often surprises people. A video with 10,000 views and a 60% average view duration will often outperform a video with 50,000 views and a 20% average view duration. Why? Because retention compounds. If people stay longer, they add more ads, they watch more of your content, they extend their session on YouTube. And YouTube's goal is simple: keep people on the platform. If your content helps them do that, then you'll win. If your video causes people to leave, you quietly disappear. It's not emotional, it's just mathematical. And once you see it that way, things become clearer. You stop chasing vanity metrics, you start engineering intention instead. Now here's where people get confused, in my opinion. They think retention is about editing, fast cuts, captions, sound design, dramatic zooms. And yes, they can help to keep people involved, but they are just surface level tools. Retention is not about creating things in the edit, it's about the script. Specifically, intention. Retention is sustained curiosity. If nothing feels unresolved, nothing pulls the viewer forward into the video. Imagine watching a film where everything is explained up front. No mystery, no stakes, no progression. You'd leave. Your videos are no different. Every strong video creates a gap between what the viewer knows and what they want to know. That gap is tension, and tension drives watch time. If you release it too quick, they'll leave. Never release it and they'll feel cheated. The art is in the rhythm. Build, release, build again over and over. That's retention. Make sure to create those loops. And here's the most uncomfortable part. Most retention problems are decided in the first 30 seconds. If your intro is slow, generic, or overly explanatory, you'll lose momentum immediately. You can't afford to warm up. There is no warm up. You start at full intensity, not loud, not dramatic, but focused. Instead of, hey guys, welcome back to my channel that you've probably seen 1,000 times, try, if your videos aren't growing in 2026, there's a strong chance your retention is under 35%. And if that's the case, the algorithm has already decided your ceiling. Now we've got some stakes. There's tension. Now the viewers are thinking, wait, is that me? They're relating to your video. You're creating some urgency without shouting. And that's the difference. And that's the first impression that sets the tone for everything that follows. And here's something that most creators never even think about. Retention doesn't drop randomly. It drops in specific moments, moments where the pacing slows, the value plateaus, the structure becomes more predictable, or you start rambling. That's why micro-tension does matter. Every 15 to 30 seconds, there should be a subtle shift, a new angle, a sharper insight, a reframing point. Something that resets attention. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Even something like, but here's the part that most people miss, is enough to re-engage curiosity. If your video feels flat, same tone, same rhythm, viewers drift. And drifting kills retention. Not instantly, but gradually. Which is worse, because you don't notice until it's too late. Here's a powerful side effect people overlook. High retention builds authority. When viewers watch most of your videos, something psychological happens. They perceive depth. They feel like they've experienced something substantial. Even if your channel is small, authority isn't just about expertise, it's about sustained attention. If someone watches 80% of your 10-minute video, you've had 8 minutes of uninterrupted influence, far more significant than 30 seconds of viral traffic with like 100,000 views. Retention builds trust, trust builds loyalty, and loyalty builds growth. It's a chain reaction, or rather, a little ecosystem, I would say. Most people avoid focusing on retention because it forces some uncomfortable decisions. Improving retention often means cutting slow sections that you might like, removing clever but unnecessary tangents, tightening explanations, getting rid of your amazing intro that you've had for 5 years, rewriting your hooks repeatedly. It's work, and it's invisible work. No one praises you for a tighter script, but the graph will. The retention graph is brutally honest. It doesn't care about your effort. It reflects your viewer's experience. And if you study it calmly, not defensively, it becomes your biggest growth tool. Look at where people leave and ask why. Was the tension resolved too early? Did the value plateau? Did the energy dip? Every drop is feedback, free feedback, so you should use it. If you want something practical, here's a simple framework. Every video should have 3 layers of retention. Number 1, the macro tension, the overall promise of your video. What transformation is happening? If someone watches to the end, what changes? Number 2 is the section tension. Each segment must answer a specific question, not just next tip, but a meaningful shift. And then micro tensions. Every few moments, create some curiosity. Reset attention, signal progression. If you can't identify these 3 layers in your script, your retention will suffer. Because without tension, there is no forward motion, and without forward motion, viewers will leave. Here's the biggest shift in 2026. YouTube doesn't reward creators, it rewards viewer satisfaction. Retention is the clearest measurable form of satisfaction. If people stay, the system sees value. If they leave, it doesn't. It's very simple. And oddly freeing. Because it means growth isn't mysterious, it's behavioral. You don't need luck, you just need a good structure, you need clarity, you need tension and release, and that's controllable and fixable. So if your channel feels stuck, don't chase trends, don't overhaul your niche, don't assume you need better gear. Open your last 5 videos and watch them properly. Then look at the retention. Where do people leave? Why? Fix that one moment in your next upload, then another, and then another. Because once you understand retention, you stop guessing, you start engineering. And when you can engineer attention, YouTube becomes predictable. It's not easy, but it is predictable. And predictable growth is far more powerful than random spikes or algorithm luck. So forget your vanity metrics, subscribers, likes, whatever. Respect attention. Designed for retention, and everything else follows. Right now, go make something people actually want to stay for.